How PR superstar Max Clifford fell from grace? Image expert Max Clifford presented himself as a Surrey boy done good, a man who built his PR firm from scratch and raised millions for charity. But while he manipulated the truth for a living, Clifford who died today aged 74 was living a lie at home, seducing women and abusing young girls. News of his death caps a dramatic fall from grace, which saw the ex-publicist go from being a successful businessman who raised millions for charity to a lonely and divorced convicted criminal. Born in Kingston upon Thames on April 6, 1943, Clifford was the youngest of 4 children, who were raised in a relatively impoverished home. He left school at 15 with no qualifications and was sacked from his first job in a department store, later recalling he was bored to tears and got fired for playing practical jokes. At 17, he got a job as a trainee reporter at the Modern News in Surrey. He began writing a music column that was syndicated to other papers across London. In the early 60s, he joined the PR team at record label EMI, which represented the Beatles, Cliff Richard, Diana Ross, Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra and the Jackson 5. When his boss, Sid Gillingham, quit the label to start his own PR company, Clifford accompanied him. That lasted until 1970 when, aged 27, he formed his own eponymous agency, Max Clifford Associates. He wed first wife Liz Porter, in 1967, and they went on to have his only child, Louise, in 1971. She has struggled with rheumatoid arthritis since she was a child, undergoing several painful operations. In 1971, Clifford launched his own PR company, setting up offices in London. Max Clifford Associates went from strength to strength. His diverse client list included Simon Cowell, Kerry Katona, O.J. Simpson and Toei's Lauren Guja. Clifford took pride in getting their names on the front pages, with stories such as "The Fabricated Freddie Star Ate My Hamster," and boasted of his ability to keep scandals out of the papers. In an address to the Oxford Union, he bragged, "Every day, every week, every month, a lot of the lies that you see in the newspapers, in the magazines, on television, on the radio, are mine." In the documentary movie Starsuckers, he took credit for Simon Cowell's success. Clifford used his contacts to raise millions for charity, including the Shooting Star Chase Children's Hospital and Royal Marsden. Later, he became known for his choice of undesirable clients, including O.J. Simpson, Derek Hatton, Jade Goody and Rebecca Lewis, who alleged an affair with David Beckham. He also represented X Factor's Simon Cowell for more than a decade. The Mirror's front page on May 3, 2014, reporting Clifford's sentence. In 2003, his wife Liz was diagnosed with lung cancer and died soon after. In 2007, he learned he had prostate cancer, but he went into remission 12 months later after having treatment. Clifford began a new relationship with care volunteer Joe Westwood. They married in 2010 and owned a £1. £8 million house in Surrey, a cottage in the Cotswolds and a holiday home in Spain. In 2012, Clifford appeared on news programs to comment on the Jimmy Savile abuse scandal, and said in the 60s and 70s young girls threw themselves at stars who had never asked for anybody's birth certificate. 2 years later, his words would be well remembered when Clifford was found guilty of 8 counts of indecent assault. He had been arrested several months earlier, in December 2012, as part of Operation Yewtree, which also saw Stuart Hall and Jimmy Savile convicted of historic offences. He was sentenced to 8 years in jail. During the trial, he admitted to having 4 mistresses, including 2 of his former employees, while married to his first wife. He boasted of betting Julie Christie and Diana Ross in a desperate attempt to impress the women he assaulted, although during his trial he denied having slept with either. He also claimed that he'd still be sexually appealing to models and wannabe pop stars even if I looked like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He was found guilty of 8 charges of indecent assault against women and girls as young as 15, which took place between 1977 and 1985. The judge handed him an 8-year jail sentence, double what was expected owing to his contemptuous attitude in court, which saw him laugh and shake his head as the evidence was read out. Unsurprisingly, the convictions left Clifford bankrupt, reportedly owing £7.5 million to unsecured creditors. He is survived by one daughter, Louise Clifford, 46, who resulted from his 36-year marriage to Elizabeth Louise Porter, who died of lung cancer in 2003. 7 years later, he wed his former par, Joe Westwood, in 2010, but they divorced in 2014.